Good morning, Year 5. I hope you're all well. This week in maths, we're going to be looking at fractions. So, what is a fraction? Well, a fraction is part of a whole number, and it's a way of splitting up a number into equal parts, and that equal is really, really important. And the way we write a fraction is we have a top number, which is called our numerator, which is the number of pieces that we have, and a bottom number, which is the denominator, which is the number that we have been divided up into. So you'll have heard people using fractions all the time. Football is a game of two halves, it's half time, all those kinds of things. What does that mean? Well, if we look here, we write 1/2, our numerator on top, and our denominator. Our denominator, the number of pieces we've got it into, and our numerator, the number of pieces we've got. So here is one football pitch. We divide it into 2 equal parts, and one of those equal parts would be a half. One of those equal parts would be a half. We divide into 2 pieces, 1, 2. There's our denominator. We've divided it into 2 pieces, and we want one of those pieces. That's our numerator. 1 out of 2, this is half. So, how do we add fractions together? Well, it's very simple if our denominators are the same. 1/7 plus 3/7. Here's our whole, and we've divided it into 7 equal pieces because our denominator says 7. 7 equal pieces, and we have got 1/7 here, 1 out of those 7 pieces. We add another 3 of those 7 pieces, so we've added 3 out of our 7, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of our 7 pieces. So if we're adding fractions with the same denominator, we just add our numerators together and our denominator stays the same. So what would happen if we're adding fractions but our denominators are different? So here we've got 3/10 plus 2/5. Well, here is my 3/10. I've taken my whole, divided it into 10 because that's my denominator, and I have got 3 parts because that's my numerator. And underneath, I've taken my whole, I've divided it into 5 parts because that's my denominator, and I've got 2 shaded in because that's my numerator. But I can't move one of these into one of these because they're of a different size. So what I'll need to do is make sure that my denominators are the same. So to do that, I'm going to take my 2/5 and I'm going to make it into tenths. So here you can see now my whole, instead of being divided into 5, I've divided it into 10. The area that's shaded hasn't changed. My 2/5 can still be seen. 1, 2. We know from our equivalent fraction work we've done earlier in the year and in year 4 that 2/5 is the same as 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can add those 4/10 to my 3/10 above. And now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tenths. My 3/10 plus 4/10 because I've changed my denominator to 10 from 5. I've doubled my denominator, so I double my numerator. That's 4/10. 3/10 plus 4/10 equals 7/10. So when we're adding fractions with different denominators, it's really important that we make sure they have the same denominator before we add them together. And finally, on this video, we're looking at fractions of amounts. So we've looked at adding fractions together. But now if you were asked to find what is half of 20, or what is 3/4 of 30, what is 7/10 of 53, how do we do that? So if we were to ask what is 3/5 of 25, you may also see it written as 3/5 times 25. Both of those are exactly the same. They're asking you to do the same calculations. We can look at exactly the same way before. We've got our denominator, which is 5. We've divided our whole into 5 pieces, and we'll be looking to find what our 3 pieces will be, our 3/5. Now our whole is 25. So if our whole is 25, each one of these 5 sections must be 25 divided by 5. Each one of these sections is worth 5. 25 divided by 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we're looking for 3/5. 3/5 here, 1, 2, 3/5 is 3 lots of 5. 5, 10, 15. So, if we're finding 3/5 of 25, we are dividing our 25 by 5 because that's our denominator, and then we're multiplying our answer by 3 because that's how many of those we have. 25 divided by 5 gives us 5. That's how much 1/5 is worth, and we want 3/5, so we've done 3 lots of 5. So 25, 3/5 of 25 is 15. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. So you're now going to go to Purple Mash to do today's problems, and then you'll do some more Purple Mash problems tomorrow and the day after and the day after. You can keep coming back to this video if you're not sure what to do. When you're looking at Purple Mash, questions will look a little like this. 1/8 plus 2/8 plus 3/8 equals. We know that our denominator is the same, so we can just add our numerators. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So our answer would just be 6 because they're just looking for the missing digit. You don't need to try and write 6/8 or 6/8 or 6/8. Just write a single digit which represents what is the missing number from the question mark. Good luck, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.